Hello, Africa. This is Business Africa. It's right here on Africa News. And I am Ignatius Ono, our top stories. Somaliland eyes international recognition on investors to boost its economy. Cameroon's mining industry set for a major boost. The Central African nation discovers 300 new mines. And a little later, Zimbabweans lament harsh living conditions as economic crisis bites harder. Thank you for joining me. Let's begin the program from the Horn of Africa. Somaliland is seeking investors to boost trade and ultimately the local economy. The semi-desert territory on the coast of the Gulf of Aden declared its independence from Somalia in 1991. It is a main livestock exporter. The World Bank pegs its gross domestic product at $1.9 billion As of 2017, the population of Somaliland stands at 3.5 million. The country has been working to secure recognition as a sovereign nation by the international community. In recent times, it has opened doors for investors. Internationally acclaimed logistics company DP World has pumped over $400 million to support the government plans for diversification. My colleague Ronald Kato spent a few days in Hargeisa in the port of Berbera. It is the commercial capital of Somaliland. He joins me in the studio to discuss DP World's projects and what this means for the local economy. So, Ronald, good to have you back. What has kept investors away from Somaliland?
Thank you very much, Ignatius, for having me. Somaliland declared independence from Somalia in 1991. And since then, it's been run like an independent country. But it doesn't have yet the recognition of the international community. So doubts about its political status have kept investors away. International lenders, such as the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, too, have largely stayed away from Somaliland because of questions surrounding its political status. Governments, too, fear to establish diplomatic ties with Hargeisa because they don't want to upset Mogadishu. But that's changing now as many are beginning to engage and establishing consulates and trade offices. So that has really stifled Somaliland's potential. Its infrastructure remains poor. There's poverty, and investment in social services too is lacking. So Somaliland wants to change all that by convincing people that it is safe to invest, that foreign capital is safe there. It has a growing population and wants foreign companies to take advantage of its strategic position in the Horn of Africa.
All right, so Dr. Saad Ali Shire is Minister of Finance for Somaliland. He tells us about the growing interest of foreign investors in his country.
You know, Coca-Cola has a big plant in which they have invested up to $17 million. And I think that gave confidence also to other companies to come in. Then we have some oil companies also doing exploration in the country, which also, of course, are willing to invest in the country despite the political situation. And, then DB World came along as well. So I think even though it's not easy to attract foreign investment, we have been able to do that. And that's because we offer not only opportunities, apparent opportunities. Somaliland is a gateway to many landlocked countries in East Africa. If you just take the population of Somaliland, Somalia, and Djibouti, and Ethiopia, and Uganda, and South Sudan, these 6 countries, in the total population is up to 180 million, and growing fast.
And that's the Finance Minister for Somaliland, Dr. Saad Ali Shire. So, Ronald, talk to me about how these investments are supposed to impact the lives of the ordinary Somalilander.
Ignatius, a $400 million project by DP World to develop the port of Berbera has raised the country's confidence levels. A free zone is said to be created in Berbera to spur industrialization. It also comes with support infrastructure. They know that will create jobs and companies will pay tax. The DP World Port project is also a vote of confidence in Somaliland's leadership. There's a feeling in Hargeisa that they are doing the right thing. The country is promoting agriculture, fisheries, manufacturing, and oil and gas mining as some of the sectors to invest. But Somaliland, Ignatius, also offers something that's quite rare in that part of Africa, and that's political stability. It functions as a democracy and has really escaped the chaos that has engulfed, for example, Somalia since 1991. And here's what the CEO of DP World, Berbera, told me about how an expanded Berbera port rhymes with Somaliland's ambitions.
Now the Somaliland government, they also have a plan to, you see, today the country income is also rely on the, as you said, from the export of livestock. They are also expanding to see other source of the country revenue, like fishing, mining, the oil and gas that they are working now. And then Berbera port is built to support this. So when they are ready, the port is ready. It's 17 months, 16 months from now. The port will be moved to another level.
Supachai Watanavira Chai is Chief Executive for DP World Berbera, and earlier you heard my colleague Ronald Kato. You're watching Business Africa.